How we doing today, man? Right now I'm looking at getting into this trade right here, an inversion. I unfortunately will probably take it on the ES, even though I would rather take it on NQ. Reason for the ES trade is just less risk. I'd be risking 15 points, so I wouldn't be losing everything at once. And a little bit better move, right? NQ, if it closes, I would have to be risking like my entire 150. I might just go in on the NQ, take the loss on the chin if we lose, depending on how the close happens here. But I only have $75 points I can risk. Might just have to take on ES here. But this is a live walkthrough. Kind of hope to get this here, just to get a nice trade. I think I'll just take it on NQ if we get a pop up, or I'll take on ES right here. MES. We should go break even this low. We kind of got a hesitant entry just because of our bad entry here. I kind of want to just close it because of that. If NQ gets that low, we will get out. ES tagged the low. So I will go break even, and we will be kind of aggressive with this trade here. Just due to the fact that we didn't get the greatest entry. We should have got up here. I might just close this, and it's going to get me out anyways. Yeah, it took us out there. Unfortunate, because this would have been a lot better move if we got in when we were supposed to. But yeah, let's see if we can really get anything going. Should have just gotten in on this trade here. We would already be up really good, break even. Really unfortunate to see this, right? If we just wouldn't have hesitated on NQ because of the risk, I would have gotten in right here. Stop loss 75 points, but I would have been basically one and done on this trade. I would be targeting 100 points, which would be this order block right here. I'd be targeting this 100 points right here, and we would make 200 on the day. But we would be at break even right now. Just disappointing that we hesitate like that. Boom, right here would be our $200 day. Really simple trade. Didn't get it, but we wouldn't lose on this trade. It'd be a really simple trade here. Just unfortunate, right? Just really annoying. Would be unfortunate if it got that close and didn't get our take profit and would be break even. But yeah, just disappointed that I couldn't get in because I was hesitant. Right, I would have not hesitated at all if this was a trade that didn't have such high risk, risk really. And then by the time we got in on ES, you guys see what happened, right? So not really sure if this is gonna be my video because it was kind of uneventful, unfortunately. I wish I was still in the trade. ES is still performing all right. Pretty simple bias. The reason behind the trade was just sweep of these highs right here. We're in a 4-hour gap right here. We're bearish on the higher time frame. Super bearish sentiment in the market in general. So yeah, I could have got in, caught this move. I wouldn't have gotten it. It would have gotten to 94 points, so that'd be very unfortunate turnaround here if it would stop at break even. Kind of feel better if it does stop at break even because I missed the move, so it'd be kind of cool if it does that. ES, if I would have gotten right at the candle close, we would have gotten a 27 points, so we would not hit the 100, the 300, not 300, the 150, not 150. We wouldn't have got the $200 day yet either on ES, but we would still be in the trade, obviously. Same with the NQ. I believe that we get another push down here, and it's just annoying because I can't re-enter this trade. Even though, if I would just get in right here, I could have stopped there, but it's not worth it, right? It's not worth chasing the trade. I hesitate on the entry due to just the size of the trade, and we pay the price. It was during the macro. It was perfect, a perfect setup. Perfect setup. Resweep of the high, rejection wicks, clear inversion, clear break-even point, clear take profit here if you really wanted to. If you didn't want to just hold for 100 points, you could hold for 150. I'm sure we'll get there as well, and I want to just see our take profit get hit, but Just kind of stalling a little bit now. We had a 2-minute inversion as well, so just everything about this trade was beautiful. And yeah, missed out. I just missed out on it, hesitated, got a really bad entry in ES, so I moved my stop. So my break-even stop wasn't really in a great spot, so it was really close to stopping us. Let's just see in theory if it would stop us out. Curious to see how that will play out. It's looking like it will. It will give me some peace of mind knowing that I wouldn't have gotten the $200 day without getting stopped at break-even. Unfortunately, still hasn't. About 6 points. I probably would have my stop like here, more than likely, like not on break even, but like there. Didn't tag us, wouldn't have tagged us. ES wouldn't be even close. I should have just been on ES waiting for the close, but we didn't. And there, we would be stopped at break even. So that's cool to know. That's good to note that we would have been stopped at break even without hitting the 100 points. But we still would have had a way better trade. We probably could have managed this position better. We probably could have trailer stopped like this right here when we close below. I'm not sure. Looks like it's coming up to stop at break even just to continue lower. We'll see. Rebalanced to the 1-minute inversion right there. 1 minute for value gap. Maybe equilibrium of this move. Let's see if we get another opportunity here while we are on the video. Got equilibrium. So we'll see. But we are kind of doing something that I wouldn't want to see, which is just kind of chopping around. You can feel that my mouse is about to die, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with the trade. I'm not happy with how it ended up playing out. You guys saw it wasn't too much of a hesitation. It was pretty quick, but by the time I switched over to the ES and got everything sorted, we got a bad entry. We were up $60 within a second. Wish I just took profit there now. Hindsight, obviously. But yeah, we couldn't and we didn't. So it is what it is. I am somewhat tempted to take this 30-second inversion right here if we get it and go break even at this low. But it's really not the best trade ever. And the risk would still be pretty heavy for a trade that's not really that great. It would be like this. I mean, we'd probably have our stop there. I'm not really sure. I don't really want to take this, but I've kind of just haven't been able to get trades recently, and didn't close there, so we didn't get it. Probably gonna flush now without, anyways, which always happens. But yeah, we can't justify taking this trade here, unless we get a close that's not below all these lows. If we run this, I definitely won't take it. But because the break even's just really close. I do like this still though. The break even's just super close, so it doesn't really feel worth taking. But if it's not worth taking just because the break even's right here. But if we do get a 15-second tap, which we do here, I kind of want to see how we get a reaction there. And if we just run through it or not. So we didn't yet. Again, I don't really like this. It feels like a chase, but it probably will deliver, right? If we were just to enter off of this right there, we could have had a 40-point stop, $80, but is it really worth risking $80 to go break even? I mean, would have worked, right? It's unfortunate, again, just kind of how it goes for me, it seems sometimes. Just really hesitant right now. We'd be at break even, and we'd probably just take profit there on that move, push down. Really, really annoying stuff here. Really annoying. This is just a live example of just bottling the trades, man. If this candle would have closed, I really think I would have taken that. And we would have been able to take profit. You know, at this order block is probably where I would take profit. Just be happy with the 100 or the 66 points. But, yeah. Always kind of have the idea of 100 points just to get the $100 day, but it did not work out that way. So now I kind of am going to be patient. I want to just see what happens at this 15-minute. This is a nice live example of just, you know, what's going on. So again, I'm not sure if I'm going to post this, but this is kind of like a live walkthrough of my thoughts and everything, trying to keep it organized, trying to not break my rules, right? I told myself I will only take it if it's exactly what I want to see, which was exactly what I want to see right here. I just, again, a slight hesitation kind of caused us to fail there. This is a 1 hour order block, that's why I have marked out there, and a 30-minute order block right there. So that's kind of an area that I'm curious to see what happens. We also have nothing really on the 5-minute that's too strong of a PD array. We have this 2-minute gap that we've been holding since open, and I'm just kind of watching now. I want to see what happens on this 1-minute gap right here. If we reject and go lower, we'll obviously probably continue to go lower. If not, right, what else do we have here? We had a change in state delivery on this candle right here. So this is your 10 a.m. change in state delivery. If you're trading that, you'd probably trade the retest of it just because it broke below it. So you'd probably trade this retest, which you'd get right here. Your stop loss would have to be above the high, but you could put it around here probably. And just target if you target a 1-to-1, it would have hit. But I'm sure that you'd probably target more. I'm not really sure. I don't really trade that model. But that is the change of state delivery. We have a fair value gap. We're rebalancing to an order block right here. So it is more likely, in my opinion, that we continue lower. But if we break above this area, then I'll kind of be more hands off. Again, we just didn't barely close the inversion. We spiked up and spiked back down. Top Step X has been also a little bit weird today with freezing and stuff, so I've been kind of hesitant and nervous to take trades on it. We would have smacked our break even just to run our 100-point target if we were in this trade. We would have gotten our 100 points right around here, but it would smacked our break even, which is why, again, I always talk about break even kind of being just bad. But we would have had our 75 points of risk. Never would have tested it, would have come up a little bit, and then smacked our take profit, which would have been cool to see. We are now bouncing off this order block. We're still building low resistance liquidity here, in my opinion, right here. We have this low, this low, this low, these lows, and we haven't broke a prominent swing low yet. So I will be interested to see what happens. Kind of just waiting now. Maybe we get a turtle soup out this high. But yeah, nothing for me to do here. Again, I'm not really sure if I'm even posting this video, but it's better content than I've had previously. So yeah, let's just kind of keep it going for a second, see if we get anything else to add to the video. If not, then maybe I just make a better video later on. But this is a nice little walkthrough of everything I'm thinking, seeing, feeling. Frustrated with the trade because it was such a nice trade here. Just kind of, yeah, just wasn't able to pull the trigger right away when I needed to. Again, it would have stopped us at break even if we were holding out for exactly 100 points. But who knows what would happen, right? We didn't get to manage it. Even on ES, it came back up. If you had your stop fully at break even, you would have been fine. But I always have it a little bit in profit for whatever reason. But again, not really disappointed with the way I managed it. I was just unfortunate that I hesitated or got a slightly worse entry on ES. Again, we got entry kind of like right here. So when it ran through the low, this was my break-even point, which I'm fine with. But it did stop us out. I would love to become a trader that could just get into a position like this. To get in a position, have my stop loss near the high, and just hold for something like this and really, really go for it. And really go for a nice big win. Maybe scale up these lows. But it's just not me right now. I'm trying to work on all the other things. And again, we have only taken the one trade today. We followed our plan. We waited for our clear setup. We executed. And we did what we were supposed to do. It just unfortunately didn't work out. And this is what I mean by the screen being frozen on ES or on Top Step. Kind of frozen screen. It's really annoying. But yeah, we're still rejecting off this change state delivery. Would expect us to continue lower from here, put in lower highs, but if we want to break above maybe turtle soup this high right here, would be interested to see a turtle soup type reaction here. But we don't have much to go off, really. We've been kind of in a tight, even though the moves have been big, even though this has been 300 points right in here, which is pretty crazy. We've been in kind of a tight range right here. This is pretty tight, but this is still a really nice delivery, right? Trade above this high over here and get a nice inversion through this fair value gap, and then send price 100 so points lower. But again, it's pretty inefficient. I would have expected to see us at least come down to this low, and we didn't, which is interesting. Get these time frames. But yeah, not really much I can say about this, but besides the fact that I wish it didn't hesitate, and then maybe I would have caught this. Maybe break even, maybe not, I don't know. But kind of lost for things to say. I do want to see the first presented, or not, this is not first presented gap, but I do want to see this thing get flipped. I do think that this would be a very valid short, although I'm not sure I can justify taking it. ES, let's see what we're looking like on ES with this. If we took it on ES, you would have a 19-point stop. Like, I could take it on ES and then just target the lows. Like, I could take it on ES here. I'll show you guys. We could take it on ES right here, target these lows, go break even at this low, and then, you know, maybe target this as our take profit, something like this, right? We can risk like that, target this. We only need 30 points, so like 29 points-ish. We only need like that to have a profitable day, or a winning day, quote unquote. I do think I'll give this a chance. If we're not low enough on NQ, but we're delivering decent, I do think that I would love to give this trade an opportunity. If we get it, because I think we've done our job above here. I think we've done our job there to then deliver lower. Everything looks good about this. It would just be kind of a continuation. And it's the prominent gap here that's rejected price once and twice and third time. So if we do finally break below, I would expect this to become a resistance level and send price lower, at least to this low. Again, this is the New York session low right here. This is 9:30 open. We have no wick on 9:30 open, so I would actually probably just take profit at the 9:30 low, or trail stops aggressively through here. This would be a 1-to-1, a little bit over 1-to-1. That's kind of what the idea would be. I'd probably even just go break even. Let's see if we have anything here. Probably just go break even at this candle body low. It's a little bit tight. We would still go break even here and see if it would deliver, and then trail aggressively if it taps that take profit. But again, we're starting to get a big push up here. So now I'm just going to sit and be patient, right? That was the idea, but it didn't deliver to us. So that's, again, another thing. That's exactly what I would have wanted to see. Not this, but see us come down, close below on this, and then run lower. Didn't get it. So we'll go back to NQ here. Let's see, we turtle soup this high. So this is now where I would want to see a turtle soup happen, and then an inversion on the 32nd, and kind of see something play out there, right? Turtle soup, we'll reject this still. Rejecting this 1 minute, hopefully we still reject this 1 minute, but if not, we could reject this 2-minute gap right here. And let's just make this an inversion fair value gap. So that's the inversion. I now would want to see us reject and inverse this. This would now be my next idea to take a trade. But this stop loss looks like it would be pretty heavy. I would go break even at this low right here. And 9:30, let's see what we have on 9:30 open for us market open. 9:30 has no wick. Or no, we have a wick there, but this is 9:30 low. So I'll just mark this out as something to keep in mind. As maybe like a full take profit. Let's get back on the 30 seconds. So we turtle soup this high, the new week opening gap high. We wicked above. We ran liquidity. We tapped consequent encroachment, the inversion fair value gap. We hit the midpoint of the 2-minute gap. We held the 1-minute gap. We're now holding this. I do need to see something here. And ES could inverse the 1 minute as well. So maybe I take the 1 minute inverse on ES. Better stop. It's just really for the better stop losses. I don't want to see us trade back above. I want to see us use this gap now. So we will see. This would be the 1 minute gap. Closes in 11 seconds. I will give this a chance, I believe. If we get it on this candle right here, I'll give it an opportunity. We did not close below. I'm going to pull up the NQ chart here just to kind of make sure the chart's not glitching. But yeah, so we didn't close below there. We would be a 48 point stop loss, not the best, not terrible. Would love to see this deliver. Again, waiting for exactly what I want to see. Not going to enter early. Not going to do anything crazy. I just need like 96 points now from wherever my entry is to get the $200 a day. And yeah, let's just see what happens. 13 seconds. I do like this trade, but I would want to see the 30-second close, so I will now just wait for the 30-second to close. Even if we get the 1 minute. 1 minute would be nice. So we don't get the 1 minute, but now we could see the 30-second on this candle. Let's see what the 15 looks like. Could take the 15, but I think I'll just wait for the 1 minute. This would be an order block. We can only afford a 75 point stop loss, so. Or technically we can do it like a 70, whatever. So 96 points. So we need to hold to that low. I do think I'll get in here and call it a day if we lose. Happy with this trade. More than happy with this trade here. 159. We will take profit at this low. And I would like to see the 1 minute inverse, but this is kind of weird. I don't like how this chart's printing, but we'll go break even at this low. We'll watch it on this chart here, just so we can make sure we see it right. 6 seconds. We do need to close below. So this is exactly what I want to see. So I'm more than happy to take a loss here if it takes a loss. Obviously, we hope we win, but it's out of our control. I want to hold this trade properly and do what we need to do. I'm really nervous right now, and I kind of want to just close the trade, but that's not the plan. So I don't think I need to risk that much. I can risk probably less, but I'm going to risk it just because, yeah, not really sure. Yeah, I kind of want to just close the trade, not really trade this volatility because I'm not really good at handling this much volatility, but I got to just stick to the plan. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm going to go break even, I think. I don't know. This is crazy. I'm going to close if it goes back in profit just because I can't handle this volatility. Did we tag that low? We didn't tag the low. Yeah, this is crazy volatility. I'm going to get out if it goes break even. This is bad. If we close above the 1 minute, I'm going to get out. Should get out there, but I have a feeling we flush lower. I'm going to move my take profit to this low. Yeah, so we're gonna get stopped out here. I will move to break even as soon as possible. I'm going to just spam break even. Could close it here for less of a loss. New 1 minute candle opens in a second. Hopefully we deliver lower. It's our only hope. And we're gonna get stopped, so it is what it is. Happens. Could close it here for less of a loss, but I'm just praying now. And it's gonna get us. Yep, there it is. That's painful, dude. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't have hesitated. I should have gone break even when I saw this quick move down and just avoid losing. That's disappointing. I do think today I put a little bit of pressure on myself to get content in a sense. And then after missing this trade, I think I don't know. After missing this trade or not really getting it, I kind of just was trying to force something. Although, again, this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see us get this turtle soup above this high and then get an inversion here. So I guess in a way, it's actually what I wanted to see. I just lost. It's really tough to just keep losing every day. Yeah, unfortunately. I really, again, I don't know if I'm not really too upset with the loss. I'm more so just upset that it always seems like we do lose. But I do think I was overly trying to find trades today. What should I have done? I should have stuck to the rules of just closing the trade. If we close back above, we would have avoided a lot of the loss. We wouldn't have had to lose so much. I could have closed the trade multiple times for like a $60 to $80 loss, but I made the decision to just hold, hoping that it would turn around. Again, I'm not saying that holding my stop loss is really always bad. Sometimes I think it's good, but I was really just kind of hopeful that it would turn around and go even so I didn't have to lose. So some mistakes, but at the same time, we took both the trades we took. This was a good setup. I like this setup here after souping this high. We waited, we were patient, we didn't just jump into anything. We waited for the 30-second to close below as well right here. We had more than enough, right? Why did I also wait too? Because the 30-second didn't inverse back above, so I could justify holding. Yeah, I really don't hate this. It's just obviously unfortunate to take such a heavy loss. And to lose again. Our balance now, we only have about $420 left of drawdown. And I didn't feel like a pressure to have to make content, but I mean, kind of a little bit, honestly. My video yesterday kind of tanked. Didn't really get many views, which is fine. But that's like a psychological thing, and I didn't really have anything to talk about. So I was like, cool, if we get some trades today, I can record like this video and talk live. And then during this video, when I got this trade and got stopped to break even, I kind of felt mentally like, and again, this is not an excuse, but this is just something I have to identify and kind of understand. I was kind of just thinking like, that's not really good. Like I was like, man, I don't really have much to talk about. I didn't really do much in this video. Nothing really happened. Like it's not really a good video. And I was like, what am I going to talk about if I stop the recording and make a real video? So I was like, okay, cool, let's wait for something. And then we did get something, right? And we did essentially follow our plan. We were going to go break even at this low. We could have maybe gone break even when we tagged this low here. I should have probably gone break even when we ran liquidity like this. This is never a good sign when you get this and this. Like, I could have just closed the trade right there. But again, I think I did well with waiting for what I wanted to see. I saw exactly what I wanted to see in the market, and it didn't work. And that's not because the strategy doesn't work or typically loses. I just think that the volatility, everything that's going on in the market, it's been a tough time to trade. And yeah, I just haven't been doing well with this market for the last little bit. We've just been doing bad, really. But you know, we got blessed that Friday's loss was taken off, so basically we just put it on to today, right? So we were already in the same spot, so nothing really is too different, except for this was a little bit better of a loss to take. But the market, again, you guys have seen it, I haven't been trading well recently at all. And we had an opportunity to do a little bit better today, but we kind of got chopped up here. It is what it is, man. Like I said, I think I do believe I really waited for what I wanted to see. I just maybe could have avoided trading today, but again, I really do think I waited for what I wanted to see happen. Unfortunately, we were about 8 points away, which in this market is nothing from going break even, not losing here. You guys saw I wanted to go break even when we got this impulsive move, because I know that we shouldn't do that and then leave the low or leave the level. But I was like, yo, I don't want to be impulsive and bad here, right? I don't want to do that. I don't want to regret it. So I didn't, and now, yeah, we lose because of it. So I'm curious to see. This will probably be the inversion that works insanely well. We'll take it on practice when we get it. But yeah, super disappointed with it all. Frustrating, but if we if we trade like that, where we hold our stop loss and we don't go to break even early, and we do those things right, eventually it will work out. I know that'll work out. Right, the market delivers well. I'm getting better each day. It's just frustrating that we're in a losing season, it seems, but you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is, and we'll come back better. Real Madrid did lose yesterday pretty heavy, 3-0 whooping by Arsenal, 2 just ridiculous free kicks, so that's also annoying to have to witness yesterday. Hopefully Barcelona lose today to make me feel a little bit better about life, but yeah, I mean, really, reflecting on today, I'm not really upset with how anything went. You're obviously going to feel emotional when you lose. You're going to be frustrated when you lose. That's why we have the daily loss limit in place, so I can't keep trading. And yeah, we don't get the 2-minute close. I'm just going to rip lower, like typical, right? Typical fashion. We'll get the 3-minute close here, and we'll see how that goes. So we're going to get in with 4 micros just because it's practice, just so we can practice where we want to scale. Short position at this high, targeting market low. So let's see, 15 seconds, we get a 3-minute. I'm going to go ahead and enter as soon as we get like within 2 seconds, unless we wake back up. So 5, 4, and this is the last little thing of the video right here. 2, 1, boom, we're in the marketplace. And we stop loss here, risking 900, which is crazy. And look, we'd instantly be up. Could, obviously. Let's see how it goes. All right, we go break even at that low here. And this is how I would manage this trade. Why we have a clear and obvious 3-minute. Maybe I could have waited for this. I would have, if I could only risk 75 points, our stop loss would be here. So that's where we'd be stopped out if we were on a micro contract. And our take profit on the micro would be about here, 100 points. So, or yeah, 100 points. So let's do a buy limit there as our first take profit, as if we were in on 1 micro. And let's do and let's watch the trade. So if it hits this high, we've been stopped out. If it hits this low, we would have made our $200 by waiting for a clear and obvious 3-minute inversion. The break-even point is in place. I think that the break-even point should be this low here, because this is a no-wick candle, but that's a little bit aggressive. But if I was in it with my actual trade, I probably would, because that still would be like 34 points. We could move our actual stop there anyways. So that's where, you know, we're we're taking the trade. Where would I take my final take profit? Maybe not here. I would take another one off at these lows here because this is a prominent swing low, right, that we've been rejecting, this gap right here. I also do still have the idea for the NQ or ES here. I do still want to see this inversion become a trade, and we'll paper trade that as well, right? We're rejecting the inversion still. I do think we break below there. We go break even here, take profits here, go in with 4 as well on this one if we get it. But let's just manage this one first. So 2 off there. I would take a third one off here, and I would take my last one off. Just probably hold one for this. But I will be curious to see if this plays out. Obviously, I hope it does because it means I can spot a decent trade. But it will be kind of frustrating if it does and, we don't get involved. But this would have been the trade, or a nice trade, right? Another one, right? We had this one, clear and obvious. The only problem with this one is it wasn't just as clear and obvious as it could have been. We were generating liquidity, and now we could just be more ready to go. We now have a fair value gap that would protect our stop loss as well. So let's watch this. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. We did just hit 4,000 subscribers today. If not right now, then by the end of this video, or by the time you're watching the video, we are at 3,999 subscribers, which is unbelievable. Just because I believe that one person will hit the subscribe button. We will do this for the first time ever. We're going to do it early. We're going to put a quarter in the jar for a subscriber. Make myself feel a little bit better because at least when our trading's not going well, at least the YouTube's growing and everything like that. So it's cool to see. But yeah, disappointing losing day. But again, we really didn't do anything too wrong. But it happens, right? Would I say it's a great losing day? Maybe not. But it was better than some losing days. So here we go. This is a quarter from, let's see, Georgia. A Georgia peach quarter. Right, really cool. 4,000 subscribers. That's quarter number 4 times 4, 16. Quarter number 16. That's unbelievable. We're starting to fill this jar. And there we go. Right, we're starting to get a little base put in at the bottom. It'll be cool whenever we really fill this thing up. But again, this is a quarter for every 250 subscribers. 4,000, man. 5,000 will be really cool. 10,000 will be unreal. And yeah, just excited for each and every subscriber, each and every day, each and every video, man. It's really cool to see the growth because there's not much growth happening, or there's growth happening on my trading, but it's a lot more depressing when you're trading. It's a lot more demotivating. It's a lot more frustrating. It's a lot of things, right? It's a lot of things in trading. But yeah. Now we're just to sit here and watch this trade play out. But let me know what you guys think I did well, think I did wrong today. I think I have a pretty clear understanding of what went wrong today. This 3 minute, obviously hasn't played out yet. It could just run. As soon as I say this, it'll probably run straight to stop loss. But this 3 minute trade looks a lot more like what I would love to be in my opinion. Let's see where ES is. ES could get this close here eventually. And obviously keep in mind if we get an SMT here, right? But obviously, again, this is probably going to run straight up to my stop loss after I say this. But this looks a lot more like what I would want to be involved in, right? This is a trade I would much rather be putting risk on trying to capture, right? It seems a lot more clear to me. But again, we're not really delivering the way I would hope to. But we're going to open the macro in a few minutes. We're delivering from this 3 minute, this inversion right here. We have this inversion on the 2 minute that we didn't close above. Yeah, so a lot of cool things happening on this trade. Unfortunate that I'm so much better on paper than I am on my actual account. But yeah, I mean, I just don't hate this trade whatsoever. Turtle soup, right? We reswept 3 drive pattern. I mean, it's always seems like right after you take the loss, the banger comes. Even though, again, we haven't done anything here. We're still only 20 something points in profit. And for some reason, it doesn't want to load on the 3-minute. But the hesitation here, I would say now that, like, if you're really in this trade, not on paper, I would probably just slide my stop to break even at this low, just because at this point, it's a little bit ridiculous that we haven't just flushed through there. But, right, that's probably why I make a lot of mistakes trading. Let's watch ES. So ES hasn't done anything. We did take this low at 1040 though, so we do technically have like an SMT there, but it's just like, why should that matter? But retesting this fair value gap maybe. Inversion, and then we have this fair value gap here. So, but I already feel better, man. I used to feel a lot worse during losing days. Again, if we really zoom out on this price action, right, this is what a lot of my losing days price action looks like on the 5-minute. I do think that the model was still there that we had, right, on the higher time frame. We had this 1 hour PD array. We had the new week gap. We had the SMT at the highs up here. I don't know if we hit equilibrium with this range. That could be like the only negative thing. We hit equilibrium, right? Cool. Everything is in place that we would want to see, right? And it looks like this 3-minute would lose as well, which is a loss I would be taking as well. So, yeah. I kind of hope it goes to one of the take profits. If it even hits this take profit, I'll end the video, or if it hits stop loss, obviously. Let's just, for the hypothetical, put our stop losses at there, just so it can maybe end the video quicker. This is kind of a mess right here. But yeah, the SMT here is now holding, which is pretty wild. But yeah, let's see. So now if we close back above there, it's just kind of typical. So yeah, man, I really want this stuff to work so badly for me. I really want to be able to take Wayne trades, and it just seems like every single person in the entire world, everywhere, all at once, is just smacking winners, smacking take profits, taking 10 grand payouts, taking whatever, copy trading 100 accounts, doing all this, doing all that, passing this combine in one trade, doing all, and it's just like, and I'm just sitting here over here trading 1 micro on 1 account and drawdown of $1,000, posting my videos, doing my thing, man. And it's hard, man. It's hard to do. It's hard to look around at everyone else doing what you want to do and not be, you know, and not feel some type of way, right? I think I'm doing a lot better. And look how great of a reaction that is. Do you think for a second I'd be able to sit here and not be terrified and not be slide my stop to break even right now and trying to lock in some money if I wasn't on paper? No, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to just let this play out. Oh, I think we're gonna get stopped, but I'm gonna let it play out. Great close, great immediate reaction. I would love to see a follow through this low. I wouldn't want to see us sweep this low, even though we did. I mean, it doesn't really make sense, but I think we'll continue to get a push through. This becoming an order block now would be even better, right? Again, it's just massively unfortunate that right after our loss we get this nice setup. But again, like I said, it hasn't hit take profit yet, so we don't know. But it is up over 50 points, so halfway to take profit. This is our break-even point. I would go break-even at that low, but let's see. So we did see where ES is. We still haven't taken that. I do want to take that trade in ES to practice it. See, I think that's the one in Q here as well. So I would go break-even here because you really shouldn't lose after this reaction. But yeah, let's kind of just see. I mean, I guess we could go break it. I would, if anything, I'd trail my stop loss to this high, risk a little bit less. If I was on my actual count, 100% without a doubt, I'd be at break even. So I would go like this, right? We would have our no, that's not sell limit, our stop buy, right? We put this in, right? If we were in our 1 micro, if this was our 1 micro take profit, we would get the delivery now here. It looks like, oh, no. The 1 minute, I guess, is the only thing printing right now. And again, I want this 1 take profit to hit so we can go on with the video. Or go on with the video and end it there. So this would be a $200 day on 1 micro on NQ contract if we didn't take this loss. What could I do in the future? I could avoid taking these kind of choppy fair value gaps. But again, I really do think it looked like everything I would want it to be. And we would probably take profit already because we were up to $9. So we would already have hit the take profit. It's going to get us anyways. So that's our $200 day on NQ. Let's see here. 55 seconds. We'll take that on ES. That's our $200 day. Now I would go break even. I would go break even here. Right there. I would want to see us get that low. And that's our trade. We would have held it perfectly. 3 minute trade. I would like to see this take profit get hit just because it makes it just a lot more solid of a trade. A lot better RR. And then this down there. So let's see the second take profit come in. ES is about to close, so now we're going to take that on ES. Micro NQ and see how that plays out. Take it with 4 micros. 1 minute right there. 4, 3, 2. So we set our second take profit on NQ, which is cool. And now we'd go in with 4 micro contracts here, right there on the practice. Our stop loss would be around here. Or what could we risk if we were in on 1 micro here? We would go break even there. We'd take off to right here. This is a 21 point take profit. Target lower. I would target down here on the runner, and then we'd take 1 off. Buy limit here. And we are just printing, right? Printing. So, not break even yet, unless NQ takes that low. NQ hasn't taken that low yet, which is the 938 low. 938, so we wouldn't be break even yet. I would probably have my stop here, I believe, because that's a 1-to-1. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. We really shouldn't get back above this inversion. So our stop loss should technically go to break even here. I don't love going to break even right here, just because I think it could rebalance. But just for the sake of it, right, we will. MNQ. Our next take profit would be the 930 low. So I do want to see us, right, go to the 930 low. Would be 240 something points. Let's go back to the ES. ES looks like it could stop us at break even. So we probably could have scaled 1 off at this low here. That would have been 15 points. But it is what it is, right? ES is the only, this market's trading better here. Can't remember. Okay, we have it at this low. So let's see if we deliver there, because the Top Step X wants to be a glitch right now. But yeah, we could have definitely scaled at that low. You know what? I'll probably just throw a limit order there, even though it's probably not going to get it. Limit by 1, and then limit by 1. And then, yeah, so we would take profit there. Stop would be a break even now. You guys are watching me just rinse these markets on paper. And this is why I tell you guys, going on paper is just kind of irrelevant in my opinion for me. Like I can trade well. I can trade without emotions and stuff like that. It's just doing on the live charts that's difficult. 930 low. So I think that we'll get the 930 low here in the next few candles, hopefully, unless we already get it, right? Let's see, kind of interesting. And now that we're going to make a potential SMT, I would actually trail my next take profit to this right here, because we're going to have an SMT with 930 low. So it's over 200 points. I'll probably just take it off at 200 points, because that's, it's 200 points. And the lines on our charts don't really matter, right? Newsflash. Probably get stopped at break even here on these remainders, right? Let's just see. and it didn't. Let's see if this fair value gap holds this 1 minute. It has a nice reaction so far. What is this right here? I'll take profit at this 15-minute gap. This unfilled 15-minute, if it doesn't stop us out there. Beforehand, maybe if there's something else, how would also manage this? Maybe just this 5-minute order block right there, because it's right underneath these lows. Love this reaction so far. We have about 13 seconds to confirm a good reaction. I would want to see this flip bearish or the next candle come in bearish. This is a really nice, I'll put my stop at this candle high. But 1 minute, that's a nice close. I would want to see this go lower now. It doesn't look like we're going to get it. But yeah, see this one, I mean, I want to see this candle now print and cover this candle and start breaking lower. But this has been a great video. This is a really good video, honestly. Great paper trades, great executions there. Some good real trades just didn't go our way. You guys are literally watching me just rinse this market. If I was really in this trade, what I would do now is I would trail my stop to here as soon as we tag the low, or trail it to here, and then as soon as we tag this low, I'd trail it a little bit lower until we hit take profit. Then I move it back to break even. So I would want to see us tag this low here, and then I would be more aggressive with my stop loss. Let's see NQ. NQ is about to hit our take profit, so we don't need to watch this. So what I would do there is, because it's getting right to the bottom there and it's closed, I would go there now, because I shouldn't see this candle get immediately rebalanced, although it is doing that. I would want to see it keep going lower. For the sake of it, I want to stay in this trade, so I'm just going to leave at break even. But if I was live managing this trade, that's how I'd probably do it. NQ, really close to the 200 points. I think we'll get it right now. 15-second fair value gap could send us lower. We retrade to this inversion, right? The inversion that I was talking about over here. Rejected it well, rejected this well. Do you want to see MES? Getting a rejection. If I close my entire position right now, you guys would see a $1,400 day done on completely micros, which is pretty crazy, right? I'm floating 700. Obviously, if I just flattened it, I would make 700 right now, and I'd be up 700, like a 1,500 day pretty much. But there's no point, right? Let's just let the trades play out. But that's just kind of because it goes to show, like, I'm only realized up $700, but it's because I'm floating such big moves right now. I do want to just see ES, right, so we can kind of close this video out and have our idea done for the day. But yeah, almost an hour-long video. I apologize, but this is a valuable video, and this is a great video for me to look back on. I did well today. We lost on our actual count, but we did really well on paper and got better and managed our emotions, and we don't feel too bad. So this is where, again, I would definitely move my stop to here. Like, this next candle should print us lower if we tag that low one more time. So I'll wait for that. So we did tag this low again, so we should deliver. Yeah, we delivered to take profit. I would trail my stop now to here, because we shouldn't keep going higher before we get this next low. Yeah, this is the next low that we should be targeting. And ES or NQ looks like took the next take profit, so that's why we are up now 1,200 on the day. Our stop loss being at break even is pretty crazy. We could just let it deliver now. We don't have to really worry about anything else. And we can hold for the big boy 580 points. And it looks like we are just flushing through. I do want to see us now continue lower. This is now an order block here in 12 seconds. And yeah, I'll stop this video right either an hour or when this take profit gets hit. Or I guess we don't really need this take profit to hit to end the video, but that's a great close below the opening price of the day. Immediate rebalance. Where's my last one? Down there. Just do $1,000 bucks, $500 when it gets its take profit. So what I would do actually is I would do this, right? I would do something like this where I have a stop in place here with 1, so that if it comes and gets me, it stops half my position and can leave the other one going. It's kind of like something you can do. M and Q. We have 1 position left. I might just flatten the positions here. I mean, this is paper. Who cares? Let's just end the video. Flatten everything. MES. Let's get rid of this. Great video. Absolutely great video, right? What can I say? Losing day, but yeah. But a banger on paper. What did we do today on paper? 10 trades, obviously a lot of exiting positions, but what did we do? We did all micros. MES, M and Q. We never did a position more than 4 micros. 2 micros, 1 micro. Proof is in the pudding, man. I just gotta be as confident as I am on paper on live. $1,800 day on paper, great day. And where are we, dude? Where are we? It's weird. I appreciate you guys. We already did the 4,000 subscribers. Thank you for all of that. Everyone, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know how you guys did. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Long video. Peace.